Hey guys, this will be a quick tutorial where we're going to have a look at the steps that you need to take to send Bitcoin into your Payza account and to withdraw Bitcoin from your Payza account. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add funds. Now these are the different options that I can use. Of course, I'm going to go and select Bitcoin. Bear in mind, with Bitcoin, Payza doesn't really charge you a fee, but what they do is they charge a slightly different exchange rate with Bitcoin and dollar, which in my case, my currency is set to dollar. In your case, it could be, your local currency. So the exchange rate that Payza will have provided here will be slightly different than the ongoing exchange rate, because this is the way that they will make money from this transaction. So in my case, I'm going to be exchanging Bitcoin at the rate of 558 when in fact it's around 575 or something like that. So let's just go and have a look at how it's going to work. I select Bitcoin. Now I'm going to set the amount in Bitcoin here. This is what they're asking me. And the minimum that I can do is 0.05 Bitcoin, which is around $20 or something like that. So I'm going to set it at 10, which, if I have a look here, that's just the typical calculator you can pull from Google or anywhere. So 0.10 should be $57, but with Payza I will be getting $55.90. So this is how Payza is charging you. They're still charging you, they just make it seem like it's free. Anyway, once that we know that, we can proceed. Now it's giving me a summary of this transaction. It's telling me that it will be $55.99, and I need to enter my transaction PIN. And now I'm having the transaction details. I also need to complete this transaction within the next 3 hours. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy this number and I'm going to come into my Coinbase account, which is the wallet that I'm using, and I'm going to go to send or request funds. So I'm sending funds right now. The recipient is that number that I just copied, and I'm going to send 0.10 Bitcoin. So in reality that should be $57. In Payza I will receive $55.90, and that's everything. I'm not even going to bother with a note, it's an optional thing. So I'm going to send funds and I'm confirming. And now when I go into my Payza account, if I scroll down, I can see my deposit here. It says pending, of course. If I click on that transaction, it will actually show me the details. So here I have the transaction number, and if something is going wrong and I'm not really receiving this within the next couple of days or something like that, I can open a support ticket and I just need to quote this transaction. And then of course I can go into my Coinbase account and I can have a look at these numbers and make sure that everything is correct. I'm sure this is quite an automatic thing. It's not really going to be necessary, but you do have history of every transaction that you make, which is very good and convenient. So the next thing I want to do now is, if I'm withdrawing Bitcoin into my Bitcoin e-wallet, I can do that from Payza as well. This time I'm just selecting here that function, withdraw funds, and again I'm going to Bitcoin. There is a 2% fee, because this time they're giving me the actual rate. This is the international exchange rate, 578. This is the correct number. So because they don't really change the rate in this case, they're actually just charging you 2%. So I'm choosing where to where to withdraw from. I have only US dollars because this is my main account with Payza. And in your case, this could be your local currency, or could be euros, whatever it is. I'm going to select the amount in dollars that I want to send to Bitcoin, and the minimum that I can do is 20, so I'm going to send 20 because I'm only doing that for the sake of this tutorial. And here I will need to paste my personal e-wallet address. How do I get that? I go into my account with Coinbase. Okay, and now I go here to wallet address. So this is my wallet address for this transaction. Bear in mind, with Coinbase and with most other transactions with Bitcoin, different e-wallets and stuff, you will have your e-wallet will change. The address that you're allocated for your e-wallet can change almost every day, or even with every transaction. It's still a unique number, and it's allocated to your personal e-wallet, so no mistakes can happen. But don't be afraid if the e-wallet address is different than the one you had from a few days ago when you were doing a different transaction. It's a normal thing. So here I will be pasting this e-wallet address that I just copied, and then I will go next. And on this page I just need to confirm. The fee here is showing me that it's going to be 40 cents because it's 2% on $20. Okay, and all I have to do is enter my transaction PIN here and click withdraw. That's it. After about 3 to 5 days, the money will be sent into your e-wallet address. Payza does take about 4 to 5 days, sometimes even more. Generally, they say that they should be doing the transaction within 3 days, and a lot of the times that's happened. In my experience with them, I had a couple of times when the transaction happened in the first 3 days, and then I had a couple of times when I had to wait for over a week for the transaction to happen, especially when we have very volatile times with Bitcoin, when the price is going up and down a lot. They might just leave it for a couple of days and wait, and then do the transaction on a day when the price doesn't really jump too much. Also, if the price changes dramatically from the time that you requested your withdrawals until the time that you will receive that withdrawal, you might receive less. If the price is going up and you've requested $50 worth of Bitcoin, when you receive the Bitcoin value, it might even be slightly less than $50, but it will definitely be less if the price is going up. And if the price is going down, then they're not going to give you more. They're very clever like that. So this is something that you need to know about. I'm not going to complete that transaction, by the way, because I don't really want to. But this is how it works. You just need to give it a few days. It's not an instant transaction with Payza. It's just how they do it. Okay, and it's only been about 10 minutes, maybe less than 10 minutes, and I've already received an email about the transaction being completed, which is really quick. I'm going in my Payza account now. Let's see if I will. So this is, I haven't refreshed my window yet, so this is still saying here the transaction pending. Let me refresh this page and see what's going to show up. Or maybe I'll have to log in again. No, I don't. Oh, okay, yeah, the transaction is completed. I can see it already. Done. Your deposit for the amount of 59 completed. So this is how quick it was to send funds into my Payza account. As I said, when I'm withdrawing, it's the same procedure, same everything, but it takes a bit longer. Okay guys, I hope this is helping, and if you have any questions you can leave a comment below, or you can add me on Facebook and send me a message there. I am responding to Facebook messages much faster than I am responding to comments on YouTube, because I'm getting alerts far more often with Facebook than with YouTube. This is why it's better, for communication purposes, it's better to use Facebook, guys. My link is below this video, so just grab it from there. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'm gonna see you in my next video.